Artemis II mission is a test mission of the Orion space capsule.
Artemis II will be the first time we put humans on this rocket.
We're going back to the moon because it's the next step in our journey to Mars.
We were always going to the moon.
Pushing ourselves to explore is just core to who we are. That's a part of being a human.
And liftoff. We shall return.
Continuing to test out every bit of Orion.
Coming back to Earth, 7 miles a second.
When humanity sets big goals, we can bring together genius from around the world.
You have the best people on planet Earth putting this vehicle together.
That's what's up.
To innovate for the benefit of humanity and to inspire the world through discovery.
And here we go.
Welcome to Artemis Mission Control here at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I'm Leah Cheshire Mustachio. Right now, the Artemis II crew and Mission Control are preparing to support today's lunar flyby, the first time we've sent humans around the moon in over 50 years.
Integrity, you can use the OEs and your HHP camera for the milestone words at the Apollo 13 record distance.
You'll notice that we pause every time we hear communications to and from the crew. They are the stars for today. This afternoon, the crew will have their closest approach of the moon and will surpass the record. That record just mentioned of the furthest humans have ever flown, set by the Apollo 13 astronauts in 1970. You're looking at a live view inside the Orion spacecraft and at our Artemis II crew members. They have just completed their post-sleep period, during which they conduct any hygiene and cabin setup for the day. They also had a chance to eat breakfast before we got into our daily planning conference. The flight control team here in Mission Control Houston collecting information from all consoles around the room that we could relay up to the crew ahead of this monumental day. As you can see on your right, NASA astronaut Christina Cook taking a video of NASA astronaut Victor Glover. We expect to have great views of the crew throughout the day, as well as, of course, the moon. We expect to surpass that Apollo distance record in 55 minutes and 50 seconds. We are now looking live at a camera mounted on one of the spacecraft's solar arrays, pointed to our lunar neighbor. We are currently just 14,200 miles away from the moon and 247,672 miles away from planet Earth.
Houston, integrity for AGA.
Ready to copy.
Carbon dioxide 2.3, oxygen, which has the alarm, 26.3, 73.1 degrees, 10.3 psi. And one follow-on question. We understand milestone words will be directly following the conference. Will that take the place of the PAO event, or will the PAO event still take place per the timeline?
Good question, Christina. The milestone words that we exchange at the record distance at the end of the conference will take the place of the PAO timelined activity. So that'll be our moment to talk about this occasion, and after that there will be no more expected PAO words, and you can get straight into your flyby. Copy all AGA.
Okay, thank you. And final clarification, even though it's taking the place of it, it will all just be on OE1 with HHP camera, no additional video. Is that right?
Affirm.
Okay, thank you. Yep, some of us had already heard that. Sorry about the second question. We appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
No problem.
Those communications between NASA astronaut Christina Cook and Canadian Space Agency astronaut and today's Capcom, or capsule communicator, the one person here speaking with the crew right now, that is Jenny Gibbons. She is an Artemis II backup crew member here in Mission Control Houston. We are now 4 days, 18 hours, and 30 minutes into the flight of Orion for Artemis II. The Artemis II crew inside Orion lifted off atop the Space Launch System rocket on Wednesday, April 1st from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Those 4 crew members are the first to live and work inside the Orion spacecraft, which they have named Integrity, and have been busy conducting meticulously timelined events. It was a beautiful ascent from Kennedy Space Center. One of those early events was the proximity operations demonstration, during which NASA astronaut Victor Glover, the Artemis II pilot, manually flew Orion after having just detached from the interim cryogenic propulsion stage as if they intended to dock. This was practice for future Artemis missions, during which astronauts in Orion will dock with the lunar lander that will take them to the surface of the moon. About 24 hours after launch, 25 hours actually, Orion then conducted TLI, the translunar injection burn. This 5-minute, 50-second burn committed Orion to departing high Earth orbit and set us up for today's flyby. That translunar injection burn also served as the spacecraft's deorbit burn. It slingshots Orion around the moon and sends the crew on a free return trajectory, with splashdown approximately 7:07 p.m.